You're all so silly. You're so curious. What do you think?
Hey,
Hi.
yourself. Thank you.
Hi, Sage. Hi, Clover. Hi, Comet. Hi, Cupid. Hi, Abbott. Hi, Sandy. Well, everyone, good morning still here in the Midwest, just by 5 minutes. But good morning, good afternoon to my other friends on the East Coast. Welcome to another live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I came into Catio Town to enjoy some kitties, and I ran into caretaker Kelly, and you know, one thing leads to another, and there's kittens everywhere, and well, you see where I ended up. Hi, Miss Sandy. But good morning, everyone. Welcome. That would be Miss Comet here, one of our newest residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. All 7 in this room, right, Kelly? Yes, 7 kitties in this room. These would be our newest Highlander hybrids here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. You're so cute, and I'm having to think really hard, Kelly, as I'm looking at all of them moving so quickly, because I do know all your names, but it does take me a second with so many of you. That would be Mama right there, though, kind of messing with her kiddos. But a very, very busy week here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, but especially for the media team, everyone. So I apologize that we've kind of been a little MIA. We're preparing for a really fun and exciting big week next week. Honestly, lots of fun, upcoming, and exciting things for you all to enjoy and to look forward to. But, of course, on a colder day like today, it was good to come into Catio Town and just to check in with some cats that I know we haven't seen in a while. So it would be Cupid. Hi, pretty girl. And that is Clover. Oh my gosh, see, it's a constant quiz. This is good for me. And of course, I think this is nice for Kelly, maybe getting a little break during your day, Kelly, to enjoy some kitten time. But let me get into some comments here while we look at this just adorable swarm of cats here. That's Mama right there.
We had a baby stinky face.
Oh, we had a baby stinky face. Marcy's saying, good afternoon, Olivia and everyone. Hi, Marcy. Hello from Canada. Hello, hello. Karen saying, good afternoon, kittens. Is Mama in her usual spot? Here's Mama. She's perched by the water bowl right now, being very responsible, very hydrated. Carol Hendricks, hello. Ruth saying hello from Michigan. Good to see you, Ruth. Lots of people. Oh, Hinata saying, show the nails. You're so sweet, Hinata. These are press-on nails that have lasted for many, many weeks now. Quite impressive. Cat tested. Look at these kittens go. There's nothing better than a sweatshirt string, right, Kelly? Yeah, that is true. That's better than catnip almost. Tanya Toner saying hello to everyone, and of course mentioning Kiara the dog. I love Faith when you tag all your friends. Call all your friends to the live post. Oh, that's nice, Daria, saying big shout out to the TWS volunteers at the sanctuary today. Yes, we have so many awesome volunteers. It's not just the media team or the caretaking team, which Kelly is on, or Tammy, or there's so many of us here, and also our awesome volunteers. So I love that you shouted them out today, Daria. Andrew saying, hello. Oh, is this in Colorado? Good question. Nope, we are in Minnesota. We are the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone, Minnesota. We are home to 150 plus residents here at the sanctuary. Many, many different types of cats. We are a cat-exclusive sanctuary except for one dog. But these would be our newest residents here at Sanctuary. These rescues are hybrid cats, which is why we are here in Catio Town, which we're gonna exit here in just a moment. But we're here in Catio Town, where over 40 of our hybrid rescues live. Hybrid cats are a mix between a domestic cat and a wildcat species. This particular group is mixed with Bengal, which is why they get to call the Wildcat Sanctuary their forever home. But good question, and if you'd like to learn more about us, definitely encourage you to look more at our Facebook page, or just our website is a great resource too. But I think, Kelly, I'm going to go give some other kitties some love. As fun as it is to stop in with this group. And more to come on this group, too. I think you've probably heard Tammy talk on our Wildcat wrap-ups about all the moves kind of going on, all the different things kind of changing and shifting as they do here at Sanctuary. But yes, be on the lookout for lots of fun things to come with the media team in the upcoming weeks with these guys. But glad we could have a little moment. I'm going to sneak out after you, Kelly. Alrighty. And safety first here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Close the door. Make sure it's secure. Nice to stop in with you. Hi, Digger. And again, those Wildcat wrap-ups, if you aren't familiar with those, Tammy comes and kind of connects with all of us on Thursdays. If you missed last week's Wildcat wrap-up, I'd say go back and look, because it's the best way to catch up, or one of the many ways, I should say, to catch up on Sanctuary news. But she specifically has kind of been mentioning that, you know, things change. We're here on the cat's time here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and hi, Harley. Some cats, you know, they haven't been getting along as neighbors, so we've been doing a few swaps and switcheroos here in Catio Town. If you're a sponsor parent, any permanent changes, you will certainly be getting an update on. But I'd say to everyone, whether you're a sponsor parent or just a general supporter, those Wildcat wrap-ups are a great resource to get maybe the smaller little nuances and shifts in Sanctuary life and Sanctuary news. Hi, Riku. Hi, Riku. And while you all are watching Riku, I'm kind of looking at his TV right now. I'm always curious what caretakers, provide for the cats to watch. It looks like they're watching a nature rescue show today. Kind of fitting for us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary with all of our Wildcat rescues. Maria saying hello to myself and Harley, your sponsor boy. Glad you could catch that. And Tanya saying that everyone at TWS has their hands full with the new ones. We always have our hands full, Tanya, but that's the fun of it. That's the beauty of being here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and the beauty of what your support provides, just being here on this live post, but also all of your financial support. It makes all of this possible. Lynn, great question. Where's the sanctuary? Do they find permanent homes or foster homes for cats and kittens? Well, Lynn, that's a good question. I can see why you asked that, as we are here in Catio Town, which houses our many of our rescued hybrids here at Sanctuary. But our mission here at the Wildcat Sanctuary is to provide a forever home to our rescued Wildcat residents. It's not just these smaller hybrids that you're seeing here. We also are home to over, I believe it's 16 species of felines now, all rescued from different situations. And yeah, our goal here is not to find placement. We are the placement. We are their forever home. And that's made possible by people like you. For example, our hybrid cats here in Catio Town, we are definitely against the breeding of hybrid cats because of the unfortunate cycle that they fall into, which is what we call the small cat crisis. In the small cat crisis, I'd say all the cats in here are unfortunately a victim of. This group in particular, Bestie, Riku, and Xena, they were purchased to become kind of a breeding group to produce more Bengal kittens. Unfortunately, the person that owned them fell sick. Didn't quite understand the full requirements of owning a cat like this. This group kind of went into limbo. They were living with a family member. Their life was just kind of turned upside down. Thankfully, they found placement here at Sanctuary, but their story is so similar to many others here in Catio Town and many others that live here at Sanctuary. People purchasing cats like these because maybe they were told that they make great pets, or maybe they're enticed by their exotic looks, but unfortunately they kind of fall through the cracks, kind of caught in limbo between their wild genetics and their domestic genetics. But we're so thankful to provide them a suitable home here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, especially exciting with a new project like Catio Town, which is catered exactly to cats like Beck here, cats like Merlin, and cats who are just deserving of that specialized care and that forever home. Debbie Sams, good to see you. Hello. And Yada shouting out her sponsor girl, Xena. Thanks, Tanya, for sharing this post. Let's see some other questions here. And I'm seeing lots of questions, which is very exciting here in the comment section. If I do not address your question, please rest assured that we have many people watching this comment section up in our office space. So we will get to your questions either on this live or right after. Emily Rose, you're late, but you're here. That means you're on time, Emily. I'm excited that you made it. Let's see. Yep, Coco and Sine. Yada. That's mentioning that Coco and Sine are now out in a bungalow space. I think more so, Coco and Sine are really, really adaptable cats, being, higher content savannas. They are savanna cats, and they really enjoy an outdoor space. And so I think with the few bungalows that we do have for our hybrids still remaining, prioritizing cats that enjoy that outdoor space and really can make the shift from the inside life in the bungalow to the outdoor life. They enjoy watching birds and things. I think it'll be really good. Well, it was before when we had Hybrid Haven, a really good fit for Coco and Sine. So yes, technically evicted, maybe, but they're doing very, very well out in that space. Carol Hendricks, I am so glad you just mentioned that. Let's go back over here and see if we can catch saying that, oh my gosh, Beck is up at the door greeting you. So happy to see him more confident now. Carol, I cannot tell you, I went maybe a week or so, maybe a couple weeks. I think it was around Christmas time. I went home for Christmas, and Beck had arrived maybe a month or a couple months prior, and maybe only a month. But he was, more shy at first. I never blame a cat when they first arrive here to Sanctuary. When they're a new rescue, it's a new situation. It can be a little overwhelming. But I didn't really see Beck at all before leaving for, my Christmas vacation. And then I came back and I got a completely different impression of you, Beck. Beck is completely warmed up. It's really special. All the cats are doing well in Catio Town, but to see especially a new rescue like Beck thrive so much, and especially with friends, he has companions in here. He has a space that's catered just to him, a very large outdoor space here in this Sky Suite, and to see Beck so confident and happy, and even when I'm walking around outside with the interns, he comes running up to the fence to say hello. So, yeah, Beck, you're a very happy boy, very curious. He's quite confident. So I'm so glad you highlighted that. And it has been really special to see Beck thrive over the past couple months, because it's really been quite the transformation, which has been super special to see. And I think you have the sweetest face, Beck. Yep, Ellen mentioning, let's see, Molly. Good question, asking if we offer adoption and specifically adoption rates. Yep, we do not offer adoptions here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We are a Cats Forever home. We have a variety of rescues here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, but they come to us in need of sanctuary and in need of forever home. So no adoptions. Good question. If you are interested, if you love a cat though, if a cat, connects with you, if you're interested in their story, I definitely encourage you to maybe check out our sponsorship program. Our sponsorship program is a super generous thing that you can do for the cats here to directly support a cat that you love. For a certain, for a hybrid cat, I believe it's $150 a year. I can't remember. I can't do math off the top of my head, Beck. I can't remember the exact monthly amount, but you can break that out into monthly or an annual sponsorship. And that directly provides to the care of the cat that you love. So no adoptions, but I think that sponsorship program is super special. Yeah, and Beck, you have a number of sponsors. All of our cats have awesome sponsors that make, that connection all the more special. You're being such a ham. Yep, and it looks like Marcy, that's perfect. You were on top of it. See, I love all of you in the comment section. You get to it before I even do. I'm mentioning that sponsorship. And all the different levels of sponsorship, too. So thank you. Ooh. Hinata, that's awesome. Talking about the conversation about the hybrid crisis and the small cat crisis. Kind of spreading the word. Beck, I'm cracking up here. You are so silly. I'm going to back up so that you can kind of calm down a bit, mister. And Leo. But talking about facilitating a conversation with people about the hybrid crisis. Yes, yes, yes. We have so many resources on our website too, so if anybody is looking to kind of start that conversation with someone, please check out our website. We have a number of resources that will make that conversation maybe a little easier. Ooh, Maria, mentioning Jewel. So Maria, I'm actually working on a reel that will probably go out today about Jewel. So you asking how Jewel's doing, if she's in that group. Jewel is in that group, and what I will say is be checking our Facebook later today or sometime this week, because I'm actually working on a little reel of her right now. So I'm so glad you mentioned that. Hi, Thor. Getting lots of cat time today. Tanya asking how long it took me to remember all the cat names when I first started at TWS. Well, also a fitting question, Tanya, because we have new media interns. They've been here about a month right now, and we've just kind of finished up all of their preliminary knowledge tests. And, you know, I think that reminded me, it always reminds me when we kind of go over everything with our new interns, of just how much they have to absorb. And one of those things being the names and the identities and the stories of 150 plus residents now. When I was an intern, it was probably around 135-ish. And even that, I remember that being really overwhelming. But I think the fortunate part of my job in our media internship and any of our internships here at the Wildcat Sanctuary is that we get to spend so much time with the cats that you can't help but get to know them pretty quickly. So it does take a long time, but I would say, you know, everybody gets it down within a month, which kind of seems surprising, but you'd be surprised. I'm reading some more comments here as we look at Xena. Thank you, everyone, being really, really great and friendly in the comments. I see a lot of new people here, so it's great to kind of talk about these things with you all. Again, if I missed a comment, I really apologize, and we'll be sure to get to that very soon. But Harley, I know that you have some sponsors on this live, so why don't we hang out with you for a second? Daria asking if we can hear the media intern's first chuff attempts. We've got to get them on a live, Daria. I am ready for that. You know, we'll make that sooner than later, Daria. I'm definitely putting a pin in that. I'm mentally filing that away. We will get some intern chuff attempts. Carol, that's nice of you, saying how much you love our sponsorship program and how much you love being a sponsor. I can't emphasize enough how special our sponsors are to us and to everyone that is part of our sponsorship program. Truly one of the most impactful ways you can make a difference for the cats here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and especially those cats that you love and care about. Hi, Mr. Harley. And Lori Heath concurring and saying, yep, can't have just one. I think of the expression, you know, they're like potato chips. You can't just have one. That's like the sponsors at the Wildcat Sanctuary. The cats here are like potato chips. You can't have just one. Aw, Maria, saying that you're looking forward to the reel about Jewel and that she was living with your beloved OG sponsor cat, Andre, and Harley before. Well, glad we can stop in with Harley, especially as I read that comment. Andre was a very special cat, and yes, Jewel is a very special girl, so I'm looking forward to you seeing that as well and kind of getting a little update within that reel on very special Jewel. Lisa saying you don't think you'd ever be able to learn the cougars, kind of going back to all the cat names we have to memorize, with exceptions of a couple because you've learned that they have very obvious characteristics. I'd say cougars are very hard, servals are very hard, and bobcats, those are definitely the top three of the most challenging. For me as an intern, I would say it was definitely the cougars. I would agree with that. But I've seen a lot of different things with interns. Even I think that the tigers are pretty unique, but they can trip people up too. So it's very valid, especially with so many cats to memorize. But that means that there's so many cats to love as well. And Ellen mentioning that our e-news, we were kind of talking about the Wildcat wrap-up and how that's a great way to catch up on news at the Wildcat Sanctuary, but the other way is, to sign up for our e-newsletter, which now has our new Inside Scoop portion. Really, really exciting. And you mentioning that Inside Scoop today was the insider look into Catio Town and kind of all the intricate pieces of Catio Town and maybe the not so glamorous things, but the really thoughtful things that make Catio Town what it is. So I'm glad you mentioned that. And if you aren't signed up for our e-news, or if you haven't heard of this Inside Scoop portion, I definitely encourage you to sign up, be on the lookout for it. The Inside Scoop is a great way to see things that are not going to be on social media. Well, Harley, this has been really fun. Let me get through a few more comments here, but like I was saying, busy day for the media team and everyone here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, but busy means there's exciting things upcoming. I'm kind of waiting to see if Harley's gonna take the leap here. Kind of a good look at his room too, which has gotten a few upgrades. This floor to ceiling cat scratching post. I have not seen him scale that yet. I'll have to ask some caretakers. And Harley is loving being back in Catio Town. But again, these things are kind of, especially because Catio Town is so new, it is a work in progress, even for the cats. We're getting to know how they're doing in this space. And as always, prioritizing what they need. So with these little swaps and moves and whatnot, it's just really us trying to nail down what's going to be the best for the individual cat. So it's good to see Harley back in Catio Town because that's what works for him right now. Bree saying that servals trip you up. That is fair. The servals are tough. And Yada saying, want my Noonda spotting tips? Noonda and Phoenix are really tough to tell apart, probably because they're related. But those two were really tricky for me at first. Julie, that's nice of you to say that Catio Town is so amazing. It is amazing. And I think it's also worth pointing out that, caretakers are taking care of the cats in here every day. And part of that caretaking is just keeping Catio Town looking nice and keeping it nice for the cats. And they've done an excellent job, adjusting to this new space, learning the intricacies, the quirks, all the things they need to know. So a round of applause for the caretaking team for not only caring for our residents in the specialized way that they always have, but also, learning this new space, taking care of this new space. And I think it's really, really awesome how seamlessly, honestly, it has flowed into what it is now. And that's just a fixture here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, Riku. And it's only been around for, not even 6 months now since the cats have moved in. So that is really, really exciting. And I agree that it is amazing. Ooh, Tanya, good question. We mentioned a little Valentine's Day teaser for the group page last week. Be on the lookout. That is something we did last year. That's the hint I'll give you, is it is something that we did last year. And be on the lookout in the group page for that again this year. It'll go out sometime this week. And I'm going to be a little coy about it, kitties, because I'm excited. And I think that some people will know what I'm talking about. Hi. Hi. Purrs and meows. All of you are so sweet. Hi, Mama. Well, everyone, this has been really fun. We started with these little ones. We'll end with these little ones. More to come, of course. And thanks for your patience with us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary as we do all the things we need to do, huh, Abbott? Yeah, you sweet boy. Miss Comet here. Another example of a cat that's really starting to blossom with confidence. But so good to catch up with you all, and honestly, so nice for me to come and kind of take a moment to enjoy all the kitties of Catio Town, and of course enjoy time with all of you. Thanks for being here if you're new, too. Lots of resources shared on today's live post, and I'm seeing lots of links shared in the comments, so be sure to check those out if you're more interested in learning more about us. But with that, Abbott, we'll call it And we will see you all next time here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.